Welcome to the Finite Solutions webinar series. Today we're going to be talking about data options with Hyperion Planning and Essbase, including mapping, loading, moving data, and reporting data. First, I'm going to talk briefly about Finite Solutions. Finite was founded in 2002. We have over 75 employees in 20 states and growing. Our consultants are a little different than a lot of other consulting companies in that we are made up of a lot of CPAs, a lot of MBAs, consultants who have a lot of Hyperion product knowledge, a lot of functional knowledge. We've got over 50 Planning and Essbase clients, over 80 HFM clients. We are a market leader in ARM and FCM, have worked extensively with the Oracle development team on those products. And we are a world leader with FDM implementations. We provide several different solutions, several different services. We do full cycle implementations, we do upgrades, and we also offer a dedicated support offering. So for full cycle implementations, we deliver Hyperion Planning and Essbase solutions. We do financial close suite solutions, infrastructure. We do the installations of software, provide project management, and we do redesigns, enhancements, assessments. We also do product upgrades. Do you have your software sitting out on an old version and you want to get up to the latest version? We will run those upgrades for you, do the software installs. And then our support offering is Finite Answers. And this is something that we put together several years ago. That is a pay-as-you-go option. It allows you to have a safety net. When you're running into application issues, you can put in a ticket to Finite Answers, and one of our consultants is going to get in touch with you. And these aren't people that are reading from a script. These are consultants that used to be out on the road and did full implementations. They know the software, they know the functional, and they're the ones that are going to be helping you with Finite Answers. Why is Finite here? Well, we believe in a very personalized solution. We don't do implementations and projects on a company-to-company basis, but on a person-to-person basis. We want to partner with our clients. We are the type of people who roll up our sleeves. We are makers and doers. We also run Finite like a family. All of our owners, the Finite is privately owned. All of our owners are involved in the business. We do not have any debt or external owners that impact our decisions. Our compensation model is also a little different. A lot of consulting companies compensate their consultants based on their billable hours, and we don't do that. We feel like that's a conflict of interest. We don't want to bill our clients more hours. We want to make our clients happy. So we compensate, bonus our consultants based on feedback that we get from our clients. And that feedback is based on our values. So we ask about how that consultant worked with the client. Were they effective? Were they honest? Did they collaborate? Did they make our client happy in that project? Finite has a Finite's very proud to be able to say that we have 100% customer success, 100% client satisfaction. We have over 225 clients, and we have worked on over 450 Hyperion projects. Here's a slide showing you some of our clients. My name is Cindy Eichner. I am the Director of Finite's Planning and Essbase practice. I have been delivering performance management, decision support systems, whatever the buzzword of the decade may be, for over 30 years. And I've been specializing in the Hyperion products for 18. My primary focus is Essbase and Planning, but I'm also certified in HFM and DRM. I speak often at Kscope and will also be speaking at Open World this fall. So our agenda today is to talk about the different options that are available and the pros and cons of those options for moving data around. We're also going to have a few demonstrations. I have 3 demonstrations that I'm going to share with you about data exporting and load rules, replicated partitions, and also planning's map to reporting solution. And then I have some case studies, some solutions that I'm going to share with you. High level, what were their requirements and what kind of a solution did we come up with for data? So let's talk about native options. The ones that we're going to discuss are calc scripts and using the XWRITE, XREF, data export, and data import bin commands. We're going to talk about load rules. We're going to talk about partitions, replicated and transparent partitions. And we're also going to talk about Essbase report scripts. When we get into our other tools, we're going to discuss FDM, FDM-EE, and ODI, EPMA's data synchronization, planning's map to reporting, and HFM's extended analytics, and HFM's Essbase analytics link. In no way is this an exhaustive list of how to manipulate data for Essbase and planning, but these are the ones that we're going to touch on today. And while we talk about each one, we're also going to list some pros and cons, and those pros and cons might impact design and development, complexity, modification, what kind of challenges you might run into depending on which tool you use. So let's get into the different options, and specifically, we'll start with the native options. So calc scripts and business rules. Within a calc script and a business rule, you have the option now to use a data export command. This was not available in earlier versions of Essbase, but it is now available, and it can be used within a fix and fix statement so that very specific slices of data can be exported. And you have the option to export to text files or even to relational tables using ODBC. And you can set up delimiters. So if you want to load this not only into another Hyperion product, but perhaps to another product outside of the Hyperion suite, you can specify delimiters and formatting. You also have the option through the set data export options command to set up what kind of headers you want, whether you're exporting level 0, whether you're exporting all level data. There are a bunch of different options out there available in the documentation. Binary is another option which I just wanted to touch on. When you export to binary, it is meant that that same file will be re-imported into the same outline. And the reason for that, the member names are actually not exported when you do a binary export with data export. And so if you try to use that file to import it to another outline, it won't work. The only time it will work is, let's say you take the outline, you do a new database from that outline, exactly the same, and you don't edit that outline. Well, now the outline matches, all the pointers are the same, and you can use the data import bin to that new database, new outline. But the minute you open that outline and modify it in any way, shape, or form, your data import bin will not work. So it is meant for export and import into the same database. XREF and XWRITE are very powerful. They can be used as member formulas within outlines, but they can also be used in calc scripts. They are best used for small amounts of data. One thing with XREF is that you have to remember that the blocks need to be created, but with XWRITE, the blocks are created. They use location aliases, which get set up, and so you can use XREF and XWRITE across Essbase and or planning applications to other databases. So some of the pros for using calc scripts and business rules are that they are maintained by the planning and Essbase administrator. The same person that's administrating your application can administer these calc scripts and business rules. And they can also be written very efficiently. You can use things like UDAs and member set functions so that you're using the metadata to control your calc scripts and business rules. That way you don't have to do a lot of manipulation with those calc scripts and business rules. The metadata controls them. You can use the fix and end fix for very specific slices of data. And Calc Manager rules can be used against forms in planning. They can be attached to that form so that the point of view from the form can be run with a business rule or a calc script. One of the cons for calc scripts and business rules are that they can be difficult to follow at times unless your consultant, unless your developer is really good about adding documentation in that calc script. They can be difficult.